Can I use Google Sheets? Can I use Sheets?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
of course, no problem. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you downloaded all of the data, right? Yeah, but just open. So yeah, okay, done, good. So make sure you download the data and then start to work with the numerical problems. Right? The deadline is November 29th, I think, 2024. So check the deadline. And then for today, make sure that you have your group to work on the second assignment, right? For the numerical assignment. Okay. Do you still have any questions of how to download the diagram? Okay, all good.
How do I do it? So,
Oh, you click the financial report, financial data. And then change this from 2023 to 2024. Then click go. Go. Yeah. Then download the data.
profit and loss or
From here, all.
oh, so
Just click this, and then you can get all of those.
Oh. Yeah, something like
So it's just library, just access to library. Then collections. Resources, yes. And then view. There's that. Then yeah, user ID, only your student number and password. Only your student number. Start to create a group. I think 3% in a group, right?
Oh, each group.
Yeah, group of three. 3 to 5, because 5 if we have like 30 or 45 students. We only have 12 students anyway. So 4, 4, 4. Yes, boys and girls again. You don't want to mix up. You don't want to mingle with the boys. Yeah. It's up to you then. Four of you. So we're going to have like 3 groups.
Yeah.
So boys,
Ini ada.
gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen group. It's really Sharia. So you separate ladies from
just
gentlemen.
testing it out.
Oh, no problem. Just keep the good one.
No, I'm not sure what I'm doing at all.
No problem.
Oh iya, iya, bisa lah. Gimana nih?
Okay, done with the group.
Wait.
Sir.
Pakai ini. Iya, ya udah. Terus kamu bingung ya?
Goals,
Iya.
5 goals. Show, right?
Because we're good at like randomizing.
Right, and then you split the financial data.
Aku juga bisa bikin. Kamu bisa juga anjir.
Yeah, and then check your dollars.
So should we put this?
Yes?
Berarti kamu berempat ya?
But there's no. This is.
Lo berubah
There's no figures or anything.
Kalau kayak berempat sih kan, tapi bertiga pasti kan.
Can you download it again?
Juga tahu ya berapa sih?
So all of your download,
Jadi kita
there is
kita belum taruh
no
audio
figures.
persen.
Is
Oh, saya
there
bingung gitu.
something wrong?
Dulu lagi.
I clicked financial data.
Oh, kan mau kaca lagi.
22, 24, yeah.
Gotcha.
Can you try with Excel
Kaca.
instead of sheet?
I don't have Excel.
Oh,
Bebas.
Bebas apa ya?
Wes gak apa-apa wes kaca. Wilson, you want kaca right?
Let's catch up.
The group members.
The group members.
We shuffle all. We the boys went together.
I'm fine with anything.
Kaca.
Okay.
Aku ini ya random ya. Suatu sakit.
Wait, what did you get lost when you opened this?
Apa aja maksudmu? Apa maksud? Ini kan aku random chat dengan nama.
Di sini ada obat
Iya.
obat gila.
Gila. Langsung aja.
Oh ya.
Karena yang biasa itu lama atau sekali nggak ada yang bisa langsung gitu kan. Itu bisa.
Yeah, just make it quick.
Iya, make it
Good.
quick. Apa ini? Ambil bata. Ambil bata. Ambil bata ya. Tapi mereka takut. Iya. Iya. Udah, mereka udah. Atau kita mau ya? Ya udah kita random aja gimana ya semuanya? Oke. Semuanya random ya. Semangat ya kita juga ya. Ambil aku udah cerai. Gila pakai safari. Oh, use the web. That's what she said. Okay.
So please make sure that you can download. Needs more money to finance its operation. And then it has limited sources of fund from liability side because this bank cannot expand the deposit and also savings from publics. And then this bank decided to do securitization, right? What the bank does is to sell this mortgage as a bundle, right? Bundle. Sorry. Right? So many here. I think more than 1,000 mortgage and then bundled together and then sells this bundled mortgage to other party. right? So in exchange, if you sell this mortgage, then you can get more cash, right? Not fixed asset. So liquid asset. So this bank need more liquid asset to finance its operation. So this is one of the strategy to do financing of the operation using the securitization strategy, right? And then what do you think institution who buy this kind of mortgage bundle, what do they get from buying this bundle?
The interest rates.
Interest rates from mortgage payment, right? So the interest rate from mortgage payment is not goes to the bank, doesn't go to the bank. It goes to the party who bought this bundle of mortgage, right? Okay. So this is the securitization. You have any question about securitization? So this is a strategy most likely done by financial institution, right? And then what is ordinary shares and preferred shares? What is ordinary shares? What is preferred shares?
Shares are less risky than equity shares, but they offer less profit than ordinary shares.
So preferred shares is less risky than ordinary shares. So why preferred share is less risky than ordinary shares?
Because they get priority in having dividends and over, I think.
They got priority of profit sharing, right?
Yeah.
Preferred shares.
But they're also apparently becoming less and less popular, at least according to what I read.
Less popular. Why preferred share is less popular? Yeah, less
Because they offer lower return.
offer lower return. Why preferred share offer a lower return than ordinary share? What do you think?
Because in profit shares, you already have like a fixed rate of the dividends you get. So like whether the company is going bankrupt or successful, like the fixed is already
Fixed payment, preferred shares,
fixed dividend.
fixed dividend. Okay, so that's why the risk is lower than ordinary shares. So can the company defer dividend payment for preferred shares? Yeah. Can the company defer dividend payment for it? Yes. And then what happened to the holder of preferred shares? If a company defer the dividend payment to preferred shares.
Depends if the company is cumulative or not cumulative. So if it's cumulative, then all the dividends of the years that they did not pay will add up. If it's non-cumulative, then it's only the year that they give out the dividends.
Yeah. Can you hear her? Jason, can you hear Sarah Cooper? Sarah Cooper, could you please repeat your explanation?
It depends if the company is cumulative or not cumulative. If it's cumulative, then if the company chooses not to pay the dividend on that year, it will add up year after year. So you still get your like 3 years sum of dividends. But if it's non-cumulative and they did not pay for 3 years, for example, you will only get your sum of dividends for the year they decided to pay.
Okay. So how about the ordinary shares? Can a company defer payment for ordinary shares? And what is the implication of deferred dividend to ordinary shares in comparison with preferred one? So preferred share could be accumulated or non-accumulated, right? So if companies say defer 3 years of dividend payment to the preferred shareholders, and then the preferred shareholders could get accumulated dividends of 3 years.
So it adds up.
Yeah, it adds up, right? It depends, accumulated or non-accumulated. How about ordinary shares now? Ordinary shares holders. You save it on the cloud or on the computer?
On my computer. So that's gonna eat up space.
No, I use the small files.
Yeah, fair enough.
So how about ordinary shares? What is the main difference between preferred and ordinary shares? The first one is less risky preferred shares than ordinary shares. And then the second one could be accumulated along the years if the company decide to defer the payment of dividends to preferred shares. And what do you think about ordinary shares?
They don't.
Yeah, they don't do special treatment for ordinary shares. So there is no accumulated dividends, yeah, and then there is no fixed dividend as promised in preferred shares. So ordinary shares is more risky than preferred shares, right? And then talking about shares, what kind of uh, gain or return? Yeah? What kind of return can should I say can be acquired for shareholders? What kind of return can be acquired for shareholders, or what kind of return could be expected for shareholders?
Yes. Yes.
Cash, yes. Apart from dividend, what kind of return?
They get voting rights.
Voting rights, and then we are talking about return, not benefit. Voting right is benefit, right? So we can decide the board of directors of a company if we have ordinary shares or preferred shares. And we have voting right. Dividend is, I think, by default you got dividends if you have shares, right? And then apart from dividend, what kind of expected return you can get? Last week we checked Astra International price, right? Yes, capital gain, right? So we can expect two kind of return from holding shares. First one is of course dividend, right? Second one is from capital gain, right? So the total return of having shares of a company is from dividend and capital gain. Okay. So this is the main, I think, external sources of funding, financing, ordinary shares, right? And then second one, preference shares or preferred shares. Borrowings, I think this is the easiest one, right? Convertible loans. Do you know what is convertible loans? Convertible loans. what is convertible loan notes?
Loan debt.
Notes that are convertible.
Yeah, please.
Loan debt can be converted into shares.
Loan that can be converted into shares, right? So this is very specific security, convertible loans. So when do you think that this loan could be converted into equity, right? When do you think? When the interest rates very high or interest rates very low, or in particular economic situation? What do you think? So you give a loan to a company and then you decide to convert your loan to equity. So in what situation do you think you want to convert your loan to equity?
If the market price of the shares of the company exceeds the agreed conversion price.
Yeah, of course. If you expect that the company you give loan, uh, the company has very good growth in very long term, and then you think that to convert your loan into equity is more profitable than giving a loan to a company. So for a long term, you can decide whether you're going to keep your loan to a company or to convert this loan to equity. Right? So this is very specific security. The other thing is finance lease and sale and lease back arrangement. Can you give me an example of finance lease? Finance lease and sale and lease back arrangement.
And they buy an asset.
Buy an asset. And
They use the asset, but they also lease. So it's like
yeah,
buy and then use it, but also they pay it.
buy and then use it, and then the company lease those assets, or the company sell those assets.
They also.
What is it? Finance lease. So assume we have another company, right? This is non-bank, non-bank financial institution and non-bank institution. So we have assets, right? Liabilities, and then equities, right? So in asset side, you have long-term asset, right? Short-term asset, and then long-term asset, or we can say this is a fixed asset, right? Short-term and long-term. So say that you need financing, yeah, to fund your business operation. You have fixed asset like building, right? And then you can sell this long-term asset, sell, right? And then in return, you get cash to finance your operation. And then after you sell your building, you lease your building for your operation. So you rent your sold building, right? Okay. So the idea is pretty similar with securitization. So you sell part of your asset and then you get cash for your business operation. But in this case, if you do finance leases, then at the end of the lease, you still have rights to buy your building again from the party you sold your building from. Right?
Kayak dijaminkan.
Yeah. It's like okay. Okay. Do you have any questions on this?
So is it like investment property?
It's not really like investment property, but if you have, say, I don't know, you have office building, right? Like this building, Pakuan Plaza building. And then Pakuan Plaza now need some cash to finance its operation. Then Pakuan wants to improve this quality of this building, but they don't have really amount of cash to do that. And then the one thing that can Pakuan do is to sell this building. To sell this building, say, I don't know what kind of group in Surabaya that is as big as Pakuan. MNC, say MNC, right? Pakuan sell this building to MNC group. And then Pakuan lease this building from MNC group for 10 years, say for 10 years. Then at the end of the leasing agreement, Pakuan still have the right to buy again this building from MNC. So that's what we call finance lease. Right? So instead of borrowing from a bank, sell the asset, and then get cash to finance the operation. And then at the end of the lease, Pakuan still can buy this building from MNC. Right. So why do you think this is a good strategy for a company that has fixed asset instead of loan from a bank?
They can always not buy back again.
They are not always buy back again. What do you mean? If a company loan from a bank, and then
If they are unable to pay back, then
okay, yeah, okay, makes sense. Yeah. What other reason can we think of? Why the company sells its asset in return for cash?
maybe it doesn't want to share ownership with investors who might be taking directions that the company itself doesn't want to be taken in.
Could be one of the reasons. Any other reason you can think of?
Depreciation.
Depreciation. Do you think that having a fixed asset in a company more costly than not having a fixed asset?
Like the operating expenses.
Yes, the operating expenses is very high for having a fixed asset in a company. So right, so if the company sell its fixed asset for long term, then it try to wipe out all of the operating costs relating to this fixed asset. So it's going to be an asset light company. Right? In return, they have cash to operate this business, to improve, to have growth. Yeah. And then at the end of the lease, they can buy the fixed asset again. Right? So this is finance leases and sale and leaseback arrangement. Right? The other external is securitization. We already discussed that. And then bank overdraft. Easy to arrange. Do you think this is very good for long term or short term overdraft? short term, right?
It is easily adapted.
Yes, it's very easy to get the facilities from a bank. This is what we call bank overdraft, right? Debt factoring, right? Credit management, invoice discounting, bills of exchange. What is debt factoring? Debt factoring. What is debt factoring? What is the difference with invoice discounting? Debt factoring. So I think please discuss it with your peers for 5 minutes, and then what you found, please present it to the class. Just very briefly, what is debt factoring, invoice discounting, and bills of exchange? Right?
The money I'm supposed to save. Like your customers are supposed to pay you, so you have to utang them. Or ada utang juga.
Terus invoice discounting. Terus apa beda?
Terus kalau kayak gitu terus.
Kalau invoice discounting itu dia standar unpaid invoice. Terus kan ada seorang
Bills of exchange juga. Biasanya ada discount ya. Bills of exchange. Bills of exchange. Bills. Ini loh, ada nggak sih di itu? Saya catat tuh.
Nggak, fakta sudah tidak
sisa 10 juta yang kita beli kasih
Kalau invoice kembali kasih
harusnya ya.
Oh, pertamaannya semuanya bisa langsung diskon.
Oh ya? Dan factory juga ada diskon. Iya.
Semuanya diskon. Why?
Oh, I think I know. Mereka dapat uang nggak sih? Kenapa diskon? Mungkin dia mau beli.
Baterai itu tuh nggak bisa pakai bahasa begini. Tadi aku cari di Google ini
Kamu udah mau
diskon.
maksudnya apa kostum bisa baik
Yang
So they can like cover the money.
Yeah, they have advance for your customers. Those are the customers who pay just goes to the bank. So you can get a one faster and two stop faster.
Terus ada kayak, terus berarti kayak kamu juga.
Yeah.
Terus kalau nggak ada, kan kamu punya juga sama aku. Kenapa di diskon?
I want to let this know. You get very different money.
Oh iya, aku cari mau lihat. Saya lihat dikasih diskon.
Okay.
Biar banyak kan itu.
Is going to share their finding.
I envy their socialness.
What is that factoring?
No better.
What is that factoring? After this, we can have a break, 10 minutes. Bradley, any idea?
I envy their socialness.
a customer hasn't paid the items that he buy, and they got like invoice, and then we give the invoice to maybe other company that will pay 90% of the invoice price, and so yeah, we get instant money. After that, after the customer pay, they will pay back to us, and we can pay back to the company that makes 90%.
So that's
with an
the
additional fee.
invoice discounting, right?
Yeah. Oh, but yes, it's.
Invoice discounting, yeah.
I think it's almost the same.
How about that factoring?
Tadi tuh juga diskon.
Yeah, invoice discounting. So what is that factoring?
It's the same, but like the customers pays to the company directly instead of passing it.
Okay, so the cash flow rights goes to the owner of receivables or not in that factory.
This is the cash flow.
Yeah, the cash inflow, right?
Yeah. It goes to the owner of the invoice.
Is that a debt factoring or invoice discounting? Which one? So that factoring, yes, to the third party, not to the
Not to those.
yes, not to the owner of receivables, right? In invoice discounting, the money or the cash inflow goes back to the invoice owner, right? So that's the difference between debt factoring and invoice discounting.
Can you repeat?
Invoice discounting, please repeat it, Bradley.
Think better.
So, if a customer buys our product and, for example, the product is very expensive and he has not paid it, so we got an invoice. Now, we give the invoice to another company, and another company, sorry, yeah, they sell invoice di sell dibayar 90%. They pay 90% of the invoice
Discounted.
to us, so we get our money instantly, And the customer, after they pay to us, we will pay back to the company that give the 90% with an additional fee.
Right? You understand? So Bradley and I, we have an arrangement, business arrangement, right? So I offer Bradley my service doing research for his company. The value of my service is 100,000 US dollar. Right? So I send him invoice, right? I send him invoice. But Bradley said, I'm sorry, I cannot pay right now, right? So I can pay it in 3 months from now. Then I can sell my invoice, not sell my invoice, to put my invoice to a bank or financial institution, right? So the financial institution will pay my invoice in discount. So I negotiate, right? I need the money now, but Bradley cannot pay now. Right? So I put my invoice on the financial institution or other company who want to buy. Or I can offer my invoice to you as my friends, right? Please buy my invoice at discount. What kind of discount do you want? You said that you want to buy 80% from 100,000 US dollar. Fine with me. So I can get cash, right? 80,000 US dollar, right? Now. Okay. So after 3 months, Brazil pays me 100,000, right? And then I pay back to you 80,000 US dollar. Okay. So this is the invoice discounted. So the cash inflow still come to me, not to you, as the one who buy my invoice at the discount. Okay. So practically, you lend me very short term loan, right?
Wait, I cannot understand.
Here, this is Bradley, right?
So you saw two.
So Bradley needs my service, so I offer his service, right? 100,000 US dollar. So I send him invoice, right? This is invoice valued at 100,000 US dollar. Okay, Bradley said that I cannot pay now. I will pay in 3 months from now. Okay, so it's deferred payment. And so I have this invoice, so I bring the invoice to friends, right? Or financial institution. Okay, I need the money now, at least 75,000 US dollar, and then I come to you or financial institution and I offer this invoice. And what kind of discount can you get from my invoice? So you agree to pay me 80%, right? So I can get 80,000 US dollar now, not 3 months from now. Because I have enough money to provide the service or to do my other business right now. Okay? 3 months from now, Bradley will pay me 100, right? Okay? So from this, I pay back to you 80,000. Okay? So the cash flow rights still on me. So this is the invoice is counted.
How does the financial institution benefits from this?
Yeah, they just can, because they have like 80,000 US dollar, and then if say that you can give me 80% discount plus 0.1% fee, then that's fine, right? So the financial institution you can get benefit from fee. That's a good question. So unlucky. I'm so unlucky.
What if the invoice is fake?
Yeah, could be. Could be. But if you really want to, I mean, do the business, right, a very long time, then it's, I think the probability of it's fake is very low.
And what about debt factoring? Like,
Shara, could you please repeat again your explanation? Now, I'm going to come again to this balance sheet. So which side is receivables, which side is payable? Receivables in asset, right? So you have receivables, right? Okay. And then in debt factoring, you sell these receivables, right? Sell these receivables to another party. Say this is Y, this is X, right? And then you get cash from the receivables, cash. Okay. Since X now hold your receivables, then X now has the cash flow rights to the receivables payment. Right? So the payment is not to this Y company, and the payment comes to X, all of those receivables. So this is debt factoring. Again, if you sell these receivables, X will buy at a discount. Okay, right? Say these receivables, I don't know, paid total of $100 a month. Then you sell this, right, in a discount. So you sell like you get cash 75, okay, and then the cash flow right moves from Y to X, right? So the parties who pay these receivables now pays X 100, right? So you can see the difference. Right? You got cash 75, X about 75 for 100, and then X got $100 for payment for the receivables. So this is practically pretty similar with securitization, right? And then finance lease. So this is almost similar.
So the factoring involves third party.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's have a 10 minutes break. And then we'll come back.
So in license something, you will get the full profit.
Yeah, full payment. It's not profit payment.
I like red meat.
Kalau misalnya yang bukan dari factoring itu aku sebagai third party involved di third factoring bukan invoice itu sama dulu ya aku sama cari dan oh berarti aku sama dia sama kamu aku nggak tahu ada kamu nggak aku nggak tahu aku tapi kalau third factoring dia ngejual service aku jadi contoh tapi kan aku kamu berarti iya, berarti nggak tahu ada itu. Paham? Oke. Loh, ini kedua orang. Hah? Sini. Ya, factoring ya, sampai factoring. Jadi, ini di coaster party ya. Jadi, kamu beli berapa? Beli 10.000. Kejari ya. Kamu nggak bisa bayar 10.000. Ada cara. Terus, pokoknya kita. Kamu bayarin aku 8.000. nanti DE 10.000 langsung ke aku.
Oh, itu dapat dari
Itu dapat break.
Oh,
Kan berarti anggap aja 8 juta utangnya itu, utangnya dia, itu masuk aku tuh. Aku kasih DE 8.000, berarti aku minus 8.000. Aku kan tadi beli kejadian 10.000. Oh, masih aku.
10.000.
Kamu langsung kasih aku.
8.000.
Kalian beli 10.000. Kan kalian ini.
Berarti si Adam cuma dapat 8.000.
Iya. Diskon.
Diskon.
Oh, berarti
Angel kayak istilahnya pay interest gitu sama kamu. For like the
ya enggak dong, enggak 10.000. Iya.
diskonnya cuma buat kamu.
Diskonnya di hubungan kita berdua doang, kamu nggak ada hubungan. Iya, jadi
Dan si
gini.
Adam
Oke, bentar. Gini. Itu nggak rugi dong. Kan dia punya hitungan profitnya dia
oh
sendiri.
kamu
Contoh, misal dia punya modal 5.000, terus dia jual ke dia 10.000. Dia jual dong, dia nggak bisa bayar nih. Tapi jangan aku butuh cash cepet
5.000.
berarti
Ambil dari kamu.
aku jangan ngomong 5.000 juga nggak? Contoh, ada ya, jadi 5.000, terus saya jualinnya 10.000, jadi jualinnya harganya 5.000 itu jadi 10.000 ke DE, dia nggak bisa bayar. Terus ya ada aku butuh uang cash cepet, jadi akhirnya dia nggak jual ke diskon harganya ini, kejual ke aku itu 8.000, berarti dia saya potong dong, gue potong dong 8.000, aku minta 8.000, jadi nambahin aku 10.000 setelah dia bisa bayar.
Bentar. Ya, kenapa nggak beli? Kenapa nggak kasih dia aja dan jual aja ke orang lain? Oh, gitu kenapa?
Udah bikin surat, udah beli,
Udah ada
tapi dia tiba-tiba aku nggak bisa bayar.
tiba-tiba nggak bisa dibayar.
Lo nggak tahu.
Gitu ya.
Tolong. Tapi kalau misalnya yang satunya sama jelasnya kalau invoice itu cuma kayak serius dari cuma kamu ya kok.
Kapan? Hah?
Asian company use this short-term borrowing to finance their long-term business operation. And most of their short-term borrowing is in US dollar. So the risk is more. Interest rate risk and then foreign exchange risk. And then we had very big crisis in Asia, 1997 to 1998 because of this. Okay, do you have any questions? So matching, flexibility, refunding risk, interest rate. So you are right. Okay. Certainty is not really in this consideration, but if you talk about certainty, covers this kind of refunding risk and then matching and then also this rollover risk, and it makes sense, right? Okay, now I think this one. I'll bring in this and then go to this. Right? So Bloomfield Beverages Ltd. 180K note, face value 50 million. Discounted today 448. What is the interest rate that Bloomfield is paying on the issue note?
$50 million.
50 million, face value 50 million. discounted 48 something million.
Seven and a half percent around it
7.5.
annually.
Is that rounded?
Yeah, around it.
How do you come up with that figure?
50 minus 48 million, and we got the number 11898, and divided by 50 million, and then it's 0.0396 3.7
Yeah.
annually, and then because it's only 180 days, that can be times by.
Then
Then yeah, we got
divided by
7.5 divided by months.
yeah,
Do we need?
divided by 180 should be divided by 180 over 365.
The question is this
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Am I doing this right?
Yeah. Can you recalculate it again?
Yeah, 1.5. Yeah, around 1.5.
I did 50
5
minus
minus
50 million.
3 divided by let me check again. Divided by T should be divided by 50.
Oh,
50 minus 48 divided by 50.
wait, isn't P 48 though?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Then divided by 180 over 365. Yeah. Right. So what is the result now?
I got a 7. And that's
Yeah, it's 8%.
not what you were saying.
Seven point eight, 7.5.
Yeah, it's rounded.
Rounded 7.5.
Yeah, it's just rough calculation.
Yeah, it's about 8. Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. Got 7.9. Yes. Okay. So this is the formulation. Face value 50,000. Discount price P 48 something million. Number of days 180. Right. So this is the formula. Plugging in those figures into this formula, the result is 0.08 or 0.078 or 0.079. Yeah, 8% per annum. Right. Okay. Good. Guess we can go to quizzes now.
Quizzes.
Quizzes.
You want to do quizzes or more tutorial?
Quizzes. Is it gonna be group like last time?
Yeah.